Hey YouTube, this is Darrell. I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for a long time. It was a thought a couple of years ago when things were going on with the Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson incident of the Super Bowl, where Justin Timberlake threw Janet under the bus in 2004. Now, I hold grudges and I'm trying to be better at it, but before that time, I was a big fan of Justin Timberlake, the solo artist, even though he was a copycat and a watered down version of Michael Jackson. He was more of a Michael Jackson light. The Janet Jackson situation where he left her, threw her under the bus. I'm the Janet Jackson's biggest fan. So besides that, any negativity you'll hear on this channel will pretty much only be about Justin Timberlake and some other people, but he's the #1 negativity culprit on my channel. Everything else is positive. I give the good and the bad. Everyone should forgive. It's for yourself more than anybody. But all right, so this thought came to mind because I was thinking about how Justin Timberlake's sound that kind of blew up, Sexy Back came out in 2006, that kind of blew up and the album sold millions of records. And it had a particular sound that he started to really collaborate and continue the collaborations with the Neptunes and Timberland. And that is the sound that he's kind of went with this whole time. It is 2019. His last album, Man in the Woods, flopped, and it flopped really hard. Even having the Super Bowl, the backlash was real, but I think that kind of brought everybody's realization that Janet Jackson was the supreme being and should be respected highly, because it made people remember who she was, him performing the Super Bowl. So it was actually the best thing that could have happened for her career. Him flopping and doing the Super Bowl that didn't go off well. Okay, no more okay, all right, so I'll try. I'll try not to really say anything negative like I could, and I know I can. I want to respect the fans that Justin Timberlake has left. But I really want to talk about Timberland's collaborations. Timberland is one of the greatest hip hop and R&B producers of all time. He's worked with several people. I cannot see. Okay. He's worked with several people and in the industry, and he has a sound all his own. His sound is his sound that he created. It's distinctive. You know who it is. With every artist that come out and has a Timberland beat, you know who the beat came from. All right, so I want to talk about in the Sexy Back era when Justin Timberlake really blew up, the sound and the look and the style. He was still borrowing from Michael Jackson. He's Michael Jackson light. However, it was more so the direct thievery that a particular artist was not given the credit for. And I always believed this because in high school, I was a fan of the 100% Ginuwine album. That was, I think, Ginuwine's second album. He had a song, What's So Different? It was like he was in this industrial area, people are going to work, people in suits, and it was a particular sound that was even different from Timberland's sound normally. It was more stacked beats. It was more fast, slow. It was kind of like something drilling into your head that the beats are fire, they bang, and Timberland was going hard on his production. But when Sexy Back came out, I immediately saw that as thievery, copycat of Ginuwine. He took Ginuwine's style, look, vibe that that was actually crafted with Timberlake. I can't leave it as if Ginuwine did this on his own. It's just the fact that when I first heard or seen that kind of collaboration in the 21st century, it was Justin and Timberlake, but that was the hype version. That's the one that sold the millions of records and the big hit. But before that, it was Ginuwine and Timberlake. Ginuwine and Timberlake together had a chemistry on his first album, The Bachelor, all through the time where they worked together. I don't know what ended their working relationship because they suddenly stopped and years passed, but the stoppage came usually when I saw him working more with Justin Timberlake. But I believe that sound was given to Justin for more commercial appeal because Justin is a white artist. Justin was more popular. He sold more records by that time. He had more of a name and high profile value. But dancing wise, performance wise, Ginuwine has always been more talented than Justin Timberlake. That's just really what it comes down to. If Ginuwine didn't make an impact, that era would have been totally different for Justin Timberlake. I always thought this, and this channel is about content, but the content, a lot is coming out of my head, thoughts, things like I want to make a video about it, I want to talk about it. This is something I want to talk about years ago, but I really didn't think about it or really go in as heavy. I just started doing a couple of B2K and drama that they're going through, and I was thinking about it when I saw Icebox with Omarion and Timberlake's collaboration. But that was Omarion and Timberlake's collaboration. That didn't give me a similar vibe to Ginuwine. But when I see the era that and the sound that was perpetuated throughout the years and successful up until this point for Justin Timberlake, I definitely saw the similarities highly, and I wanted to put that out there because I know I wasn't the only one thinking that. I know I'm not the only one thinking that. That was a total ripoff of Ginuwine. All of that. All of the look with the suits and the dancing and all of that. I'm not going to even, it's like everything is Michael Jackson like. So we already know Michael Jackson is the greatest, the king of pop. But we're talking about shavings of artists that came after Michael Jackson that had their own thing and their own style and their own sound. It's like I have to go back. The first time I heard that kind of collaboration, that's not a Michael Jackson sound. So when I heard that collaboration, the first time I ever seen that kind of thing was Ginuwine Timberlake. Then I see Justin Timberlake with that sound, but it's magnified to the highest level because of Justin's skin color, Justin's talent. I'm not going to take away that he's talented. It hurts me to say that, but he's talented. I threw that CD away, which I loved to justify, even though I knew it was Michael Jackson White, but I love the Neptunes and I love Timberlake. And he did a good job on it. It was a great album. That's all I'll say about that. But I know that when Janet hit the scene with Justin at the Super Bowl, and she got the blacklisting, she got the Josephine Baker treatment, she got disinvited to all these shows, and this is really supposed to be about Ginuwine, but it gives me an excuse to talk about my favorite subject, which is Janet Jackson. I'm obsessed. Anyway, but I think that it is intentional, and it's more so Timberlake's fault. I say it's Timberlake's fault too, because Timberlake knows that he crafted these sounds for particular artists. And I think he knew the vibe. I think there was a nudge, but then I think Justin was looking at Ginuwine in terms of the kind of artist that he was and is. And I think he borrowed the style, but I think he knew that him borrowing the style would be more successful for him than it was for Ginuwine. That 100% Ginuwine album, I'm not going to trip that was a big hit back in the day, and that sold over 1 million records, which is cool. Nowadays, albums don't sell anymore, but it's important to give credit where credit is due. Credit is the silent person that needs the credit is Ginuwine. Ginuwine knows that was his sound, but Ginuwine has had class enough not to speak on it. I'm speaking on it because I don't know none of them niggas, and I just want to put it out there and just see who agrees with it. I mean, or maybe this is the first time you ever heard that, and you might go into YouTube and look at the Ginuwine video. Look at what's so different. Hear that sound, and let's look at Sexy Back. Hear that sound. The influences are heavy, but it was one person that sold multiple millions of records, and that was not Ginuwine. So this is more of give homage and give credit to where credit is due. But this is also about people ignoring in total that Justin Timberlake is not an original artist, making excuses for Justin Timberlake. But I mean, I knew the day would come where he would not be popular. I knew it would come, but it took so long. I mean, it kind of took Janet's breath away and gave him life, that Super Bowl performance. And I definitely wanted to be known that the only negativity you will see on this channel would be about Justin Timberlake. And I used to be a fan, how I'm not, and it's more so in protest. I did like Filthy, the Filthy song. I liked the video. It was a missed opportunity. He worked with Mark Romanek. Mark Romanek directed the Scream video with Michael Jackson. He directed Got To Is Gone by Janet Jackson. So Timberlake is still pulling from producers and a video and producers on wax of black artists. And the thing is that this time it didn't work for him. That Filthy video, I liked the song. I was writing a book and I was in Starbucks a lot, and I had that on replay. It was something about it, but it has a lot to do with Timberlake. I just love his production style and what he brings to the table. And I ignored all the venom that I have for Justin Timberlake because of the Janet Jackson situation. The video was a missed opportunity. It was clever, but Mark Romanek had to me, when I was younger, I used to look at the video when they showed the name of the director. I would see the name of the director and I'd be paying attention. My favorite artists like Paul Hunter was a music video director. Hype Williams, of course. Francis, I forgot his name, France. He did a lot of like darker looking videos, and I used to look at the cinematography. That made me actually appreciate the film world more, watching music videos. But it's the whole thing about the copycat, the I'll make more millions because I'm white. That thing is there. That's there. The record companies know it's there. Back to my point about Mark Romanek. Mark Romanek sometimes he did not showcase dance like you would think he would. He has a style, visual style, but he did not promote the dance. If you even saw Scream with Michael and Janet Jackson, At the time, that was the most expensive video ever directed or made. And they had a small dance break, but everybody I know wanted to see more dancing. That just gave you a little taste. And it was a big taste, but I wanted more dance in the video. And got to His Gone, Janet barely danced at all, even though that won a Grammy for Best Music Video and all of that. I just think that when he did this Filthy video with Justin Timberlake, the missed opportunity was that, okay, he was Steve Jobs supposedly in the video. And then you had the girls dancing, they were fire. They would dance like to perfection. They danced right to the beat. It was cool. People were looking at them on stage like you were going to an Apple presentation. And then he was in the background kind of controlling a robot that came down the stairs and started dancing. But I think the missed opportunity is that Justin should have danced with the robot. He should have danced with the robot. That would have been fresh. That would have been tight, but he's on the background. He's in the backstage area the whole time in the video. And I just think that it would have been a bigger impact if the robot was dancing with Justin Timberlake, or Justin Timberlake was a robot in some way. That was a missed opportunity. But I still like the song. I didn't like the album. I still listen to it because I need to know if it was good, even if I'm not a fan of the artist. I still listen to music from people that I'm not fans of, or I'm not big fans of, people that I talk about or review. But let me know what you think. I believe that Timberland gave the sound, the kind of chemistry vibe that he had with Ginuwine. He gave that to Justin Timberlake and stopped working with Ginuwine. That was all a Ginuwine look, sound, presentation that you did not see until this actual collaboration he did with Justin Timberlake. Let me know what you think. I mean, it really is something that is visually there. It's right there. So I might be viewing it in a negative way because I have a bias. I have a bias because of this Super Bowl Janet Jackson thing. But besides that, I know I'll be on point with the idea of the similarities that I'm seeing that I always saw. So it might not be his overall stick is to copy Ginuwine, but definitely that whole vibe that and sound that he's continued to have, that was even up until his last album, that was a Ginuwine sound with Timberland. So my name is Darrell. You let me know what you think about this topic. And I do have a book coming out called The Brown Paper Bag Boys and the Colorism Experiment. Also go to my website, scaredoflight.com. You can check out that book as well, Scared the Light, The Dream Memoirs of Russell Banks. It will be 7 of these books. It's like a fiction fantasy series. Again, I will talk to you and see you in the next video. Follow my social media handles below this video, and please subscribe so you can get the content and be involved in the contest and the Cash App giveaways and the prizes that I will have. I'm just building this channel up. I have other channels, but I'm building this channel up. So definitely let me know, and I will talk to you later in the next video. Peace.